BrainWave.
Smoking is one of the most harmful habits that can cause serious damage to a person's health. Every day, around 40 people die from the consequences of cigarette smoking, and over 6 million people die each year. Everyone knows about the dangers of smoking and the health problems it causes. But nevertheless, this does not stop people from giving up this habit. The greatest danger of smoking is that its destructive effects seem harmless at first glance, but over time, its harm turns out to be enormous. Every organ of the human body suffers. Unhealthy skin color and bad teeth are just the tip of the iceberg. In this video, I will talk about what happens to your body if you smoke cigarettes every day, what effect nicotine has on the body, what its harm is, and what consequences it can lead to. Tobacco products are made from dried tobacco leaves, which contain proteins, carbohydrates, mineral salts, fiber, enzymes, and fatty acids. Tobacco smoke contains over 4,200 different substances, of which more than 200 are dangerous to the human body. Smokers are 20 times more likely to develop malignant tumors of the lungs, esophagus, stomach, larynx, kidneys, and lower lip. The longer a person smokes, the more likely they are to die from this serious disease. The first to suffer are the teeth. During smoking, 7,000 chemicals get on them. Among them are ammonia compounds, methane, phenol, and much more. Over time, you can forget about a snow-white smile. Next, the lungs suffer. Harmful substances affect the tissues of the respiratory tract, slowing down the work of the cilia of the trachea. Resins settle on the alveoli of the lungs, which leads to a decrease in the gas exchange area. Nitric oxide constricts the bronchi, making breathing difficult. And carbon monoxide, ammonia, and cyanide make it difficult to remove toxins from the respiratory tract. As a result, all inhaled substances and microorganisms settle in the lung tissues, from where they are absorbed into the bloodstream and spread throughout the body, gradually provoking a wide range of diseases, such as pneumonia, emphysema, chronic bronchitis, and cancer. Over time, well-being will begin to deteriorate. The concentration of carbon monoxide in the blood will increase. It will displace oxygen from erythrocytes and make the person experience shortness of breath, cough, and dizziness. There will also be diseases of the digestive system, such as gastritis, gastroduodenitis, stomach ulcers, and the formation of polyps in the colon. Do not forget about eye diseases, disorders of the musculoskeletal system, and impaired reproductive function both in men and women. In addition to the pathologies mentioned above, smokers are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes, depression, multiple sclerosis, hearing impairment, and other ailments. The effect of cigarettes on the brain can also manifest itself in frequent headaches, insomnia, neuroses, and psychoses. Disruption of the gastrointestinal tract is a common result of smoking. Tobacco smoke entering the oral cavity acts on the salivary glands, increasing the secretion of saliva. Along with it, nicotine and other substances enter the esophagus and stomach, where they irritate the mucous membranes, destroying the protective layer and making them more vulnerable to hydrochloric acid. Smoking negatively affects the sexual function of both men and women. In men who start smoking during puberty, 10-17 years old, the number of sperm decreases, which can lead to complete infertility. Smoking is also associated with the onset of impotence at an earlier age. Smoking women should be aware that nicotine, by altering complex biological processes in the female reproductive system, leads to menstrual irregularities, has a negative impact on the course of pregnancy, contributes to premature births and stillbirths. The lag in the mental and physical development of children of smoking mothers is one of the reasons for their inability to have children. For example, wives of smokers are 1.52 times more likely to develop lung cancer, and children of smoking parents are twice as likely to develop bronchitis and pneumonia. Studies conducted in Italy have shown that smoking kills 50 times more people than HIV infection. At the same time, smoking affects not only those who smoke, but also those who are around smokers, who are forced to inhale tobacco smoke. Passive smoking kills 53,000 people in the U.S. each year. The risk of dying from lung cancer is 22 times higher for smoking men than for non-smokers. The reasons for addiction to smoking are different. Some people imitate others, while others are simply curious. Some start smoking from stress. But most smokers do not enjoy smoking and are ready to quit this habit, but cite a lack of willpower. In fact, the main reason is the lack of motivation, goals. That is why up to 99% of smokers getting to doctors with serious consequences of smoking, myocardial infarction, stroke, signs of cancer, instantly forget about smoking. It has been established that more than 70% of smokers can easily quit smoking since they do not have a real need for tobacco. Therefore, a smoker should, without waiting for dangerous consequences, realize that this habit itself can become a serious prerequisite for a life-threatening disease. But the most offensive thing is that you kill yourself and you still pay for it. Do you smoke or not? Write in the comments. Whatever the reason for the first step, know that over time this habit turns into a real addiction. Smoking is harmful to your health. Quit once and for all. Subscribe to the channel so as not to miss other videos. Bye.
BrainWave.